Hi, my name is Dione Mason, the race director and the founder of the Toronto Carnival Run. This past weekend, the Toronto Carnival Run returned back to an in-person race after a 2-year hiatus due to the pandemic. After 8 months of planning and organizing, I was eager and excited to deliver an event that would send a message of welcome, of warmth, and a return to a sense of community that so many of us were desperately looking for after 2.5 years of a difficult time. The Toronto Carnival Run is known as a running walking event that blends the elements of a road race with the elements of a family cookout. I receive often compliments and commentary all the time from past participants, as well as even media that come to cover the event, for how impressed they are with how the event is creating a fun atmosphere, that there's some great energy, and they really see the message of health, wellness, and physical activity that I advocate for. This was and will continue to be the hallmark of the Toronto Carnival Run vision. While overall, I received positive feedback from participants pre and post event that talked about the elements of pre and post events as being overall wonderful and enjoyable and a great energy. However, there were some mishaps in the execution of my course plan that I wish to address today. As Robert Burns wrote, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Now, let me be clear. The mishaps that took place were not due to a lack of planning and organization on my part. I spent 8 grueling months with over 150 hours, wearing many hats between race director, volunteer coordinator, dealing with applications to the City of Toronto for permits, to dealing with suppliers for porta potty. I did it all while managing the website, social media channels, answering emails from inquiries, dealing with volunteer inquiries. It's a lot of work. I did so with my own personal time, my own personal money, with sweat and a lot of tears, with the expectation and the desire to plan a well-organized professional event that met the standards of Athletics Ontario in terms of sanctioning guidelines, and also lived up to the level of well-planned and some of the best events in Toronto. I am not just a fitness professional, but I'm also an accredited special event manager. I've been organizing events for over 20 years and have over 30 fitness events alone under my belt. So this is not my first rodeo. I'm well aware that things often go in a direction that you didn't anticipate, and things happen. However, the execution of my plan was thwarted when my course design was altered without my permission nor authorization. Participants were misdirected and misguided, causing some to get lost on the course, run upwards of an extra kilometer, and others ran upwards of 3 kilometers short of the registered distance. This was unacceptable. I ordered over 30 custom branded course signs, which included distance markers, directional arrows, and motivational signs that were to be placed along the route. I later discovered that these were not all put up on the course. In fact, most of them were not put up on the course. Unacceptable. The combination of an altered course, lack of signage, misdirection, and misguidance create a perfect storm of a disaster. I'm sharing this with you, not to point fingers, nor to throw responsibility, but I feel you have a right to know what happened. So many of you invested your time, your money, and you trained for this with an expectation and anticipation of having a great running experience. Many of you traveled from countries like Argentina, Brazil, China, Germany, Hungary, Trinidad, the United States, and many other places outside of Canada, as well as those traveling from areas within the GTA. Many of you have expressed your anger for what happened on the course, and rightfully so. I am angry also, and disappointed that months of work and years of building up the Toronto Carnival Run brand were damaged. Ultimately, as the race director, I am responsible and accountable for everything that happens with this event. And I apologize sincerely from my heart for the pain and frustration this may have caused you. You did not deserve this. I do not have children of my own. However, over my career as a fitness professional and event producer, I've produced, as I mentioned, over 30 events, and they are all like my children. But much like parents that don't want to admit they have a favorite child, the Toronto Carnival Run is my favorite child. And someone messed with my baby, and mama is not happy. I will continue to investigate this matter, and let me assure you, I will make the steps to ensure that something like this never happens again. After 2 years of waiting and anticipating the return of in-person races, you deserved better. And to my volunteers as well, you deserved better. Please allow me to make this right and to earn your trust and your respect once again. To my amazing event staff and volunteers who stepped up when everything was crashing down, I thank and honor you. To just name a few, Audrey Colfrin Reynolds, my ride or die chick, thank you, I love you, and just can't express enough how much you love and support has helped throughout this event. Matt Colfin, her son, who was phenomenal at the race party site when things were just going wrong and things were not falling in place. He stepped up. Thank you, Matt. Marcus Smith, amazing on the course despite everything that was not going in your favor. Thank you for holding it down. Wayne and Omari, who traveled 5 hours from Gatineau, Quebec to help. I cannot express how deeply grateful I am for your support. Charlotte Brooks, who is the race director of the Canada Running Series, came and showed up. Thank you. To Zane, Diana, and Juliana of the Hype Crew, thank you for your support through the years. And Anton Brown, who worked behind the scenes and also was my rock and just helping me to walk me off the edge from all the disappointment and hurt that I was experiencing with when things did not go right. To my volunteers, so many of you did so many wonderful things, but I particularly want to recognize Sandy, who had the insight and the foresight to contact me early in the morning to let me know that only 5 of the 25 volunteers who registered for the shuttle bus showed up. So thank you for thinking ahead and out of the box. Ephraim, oh my gosh, Ephraim, was dropped off at one of the water stations, given no instructions, even though, again, my course plot was specific and detailed. But again, he recognized that there was a breakdown in the communication, and he stepped up and handled what he could do with the little that he had. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. David and Fiona, they were phenomenal at race kit pickup. Your energy, your professionalism made a huge difference when people came to pick up their kits. And David, who showed up on race day, even though you didn't have to do what you could to lend a helping hand. Thank you. I thank all of you, volunteers, staff, and supporters out there that when you recognized and saw that things did not go according to plans, have been sending your messages and support. I thank you very much. I'm bruised. I'm not broken. This really hurts. After so much time and effort I put into this, it hurts. But I will use this as a masterclass lesson to choose my team wisely and ensure that only those who are truly committed to my vision are in my inner circle. I hope that you will give me a chance to demonstrate the fullness of my intentions, my passion and my drive to create a community and a legacy of love, of wellness, of fitness, and connection while we can still celebrate our culture. Thank you for listening, and walk good.